There is an energy within you that cannot be seen with the eyes, yet it shapes your emotions, your thoughts, and even your physical presence. This energy is not mystical in the sense of being unreal. It is mystical because it is subtle, deeply intelligent, and always active just beneath the surface of awareness. In ancient traditions, it has been called prana, chi, or vital force. In modern psychology, we may speak of life drive, presence, or deep attention. The language changes, but the phenomenon remains the same. A current of consciousness that flows through the mind and body, quietly determining the way we feel, respond, and act. When this energy is scattered, we feel anxious, tired, unfocused. When it is suppressed, we feel heavy, numb, or emotionally unstable. But when this spiritual energy is clear and harmonized, something remarkable happens. We feel alive, intuitive, and deeply connected. Learning to control this energy is not about force or manipulation. It is about understanding its nature, recognizing the systems it flows through, and aligning ourselves with its rhythms. Imagine being able to guide this current like a musician directing a melody, not to dominate it, but to reveal its beauty and power. There are many ways to speak about spiritual energy, but in this video, we will focus on two essential layers: the energetic structure of the human being and the inner psychological practices that allow this energy to move freely and consciously. You will discover how energy flows through the chakras and nadis, subtle channels of the body, and how breath, attention, and intention can awaken, stabilize, and elevate this flow. You'll also learn to recognize emotional patterns that block or distort your energy, and how awareness itself becomes the key to regulation. This is not just theory. It is a map for transformation, both subtle and profound. Before we go deeper, take a moment to breathe in gently. As you exhale, type this affirmation in the comments: I am ready to master my inner energy. If this message speaks to you, don't forget to like the video and subscribe for more content that awakens the soul and expands the mind. Spiritual energy responds to attention the way a plant responds to sunlight. The more you observe, the more alive it becomes. The first step in control is not doing, but noticing. Begin to observe how your energy shifts in different environments, around different people, and in different emotional states. Do you feel expanded or contracted, light or dense? This simple awareness reveals that energy is not static. It is dynamic, intelligent, and reactive. Control begins with witnessing. The human energy system is organized in layers, from the gross physical body to the subtle etheric body, to the astral and causal layers. Each of these layers carries its own frequency, and spiritual energy moves across these layers like light through a prism. When the system is coherent, energy flows upward, from survival instincts to compassion, from fear to insight. When the system is disorganized, energy gets trapped in loops, repeating emotions, reactive thoughts, or chronic tension. The ancient yogis mapped this flow through the chakras, each one representing a level of consciousness, a gateway for energy to rise or fall. The root chakra, for example, is where energy is dense and survival-based. When we feel unsafe, all energy pools here, leading to anxiety or hypervigilance. But when we ground ourselves, through stillness, breath, or presence, we give the root chakra stability, and energy can move upward. The sacral chakra holds emotional memory. Unprocessed feelings from the past can stagnate here, creating cycles of guilt, shame, or over-attachment. Releasing energy from this space requires feeling without judgment, a kind of internal honesty that frees what was frozen. As energy rises into the solar plexus, we meet the center of will and identity. Here, spiritual energy becomes direction, our power to choose, act, and define ourselves. Many people feel blocked here due to conditioning or self-doubt. But spiritual control means reclaiming this space, recognizing your ability to shape your energy with clarity. This is not about egoic force, but conscious empowerment, the difference between reacting from emotion and acting from presence. Above this lies the heart chakra, the great bridge between lower and higher energies. When blocked, energy cannot rise into spiritual insight. When open, love becomes the medium of power. Spiritual energy in the heart is not just emotion, it is vibration. You can feel it as warmth in the chest, a quiet joy, or a silent strength. Many people assume spiritual growth is about escaping the self, but in truth, it is about fully inhabiting the self, especially the heart, and from there, choosing how energy is offered to the world. Let's now look at how breath and attention act as direct tools for energy control. The breath is not just a biological function, it is a carrier of energy. Slow, rhythmic breathing sends signals through the vagus nerve to calm the nervous system, which in turn allows spiritual energy to stabilize. Practices like alternate nostril breathing or deep abdominal breath balance the hemispheres of the brain and clear the energetic pathways in the body. This is not esoteric. It is neurobiological, and its effects are real and measurable. Where attention goes, energy flows. This principle is not just spiritual poetry. It is a fundamental mechanism of the human system. If you constantly place attention on fear, your energy will spiral into anxiety. If you focus on gratitude, your energy harmonizes. Attention is the steering wheel of the energetic body, but most people let it drift unconsciously, hijacked by social media, noise, or internal chatter. Learning to reclaim your attention, to guide it like a light beam, is one of the most practical and powerful forms of spiritual energy control. To stabilize energy, intention is also vital. Intention is more than a thought. It is a vibrational command. When you set a clear intention, you are shaping the field around you. You are giving your energy a destination, a direction. Without intention, energy becomes scattered. With it, it becomes a focused current, capable of healing, insight, and manifestation. Combine intention with breath and focused attention, and you begin to unlock the full spectrum of your spiritual capacity. Now we begin to approach the threshold where inner practice meets outer transformation. But there's more to uncover. Spiritual energy, once awakened and stabilized, begins to reshape the very way we see the world, because energy is perception, and perception is reality. Once your spiritual energy becomes steady, clear, and radiant, the filters through which you see life begin to dissolve. Old patterns no longer hold you. Old triggers lose their power. You find yourself responding instead of reacting. This is not an overnight transformation. It is the slow unveiling of your deeper self, the part of you that has always been aware, even when the mind was noisy and the body restless. But make no mistake, spiritual energy is powerful. It is not always gentle. Sometimes, when it awakens, it can bring discomfort, confusion, or deep emotional surfacing. This is not a problem. It is a purification. When deeper energy begins to flow through your system, it flushes out what no longer serves you. Beliefs, memories, tensions that have lived in the body for years. To control spiritual energy is to allow this process without fear, to observe, to breathe, and to remain present even when the current becomes intense. In advanced practices, such as Kriya Yoga, Kundalini work, or Tantric meditations, practitioners learn to circulate energy along the spine using breath retention, bandhas, and inner visualization. These techniques are powerful and should be approached with respect. But the principle is the same. By combining breath, attention, and clear intention, energy can be lifted from instinctual centers to realms of intuition, clarity, and bliss. However, the deeper goal is not just to experience these states. It is to remain balanced, stable, and clear while navigating them. You see, spiritual energy is not just about ecstasy or insight. It's about integration. It's about carrying this clarity into your relationships, your work, your presence in the world. Many people have spiritual experiences, but few are able to embody them. Control does not mean repression. It means refinement. It means knowing when to act and when to be still, when to speak and when to listen, when to channel energy outward, and when to allow it to recharge within you. You will notice that as you become more attuned to your energy, your body will begin to signal shifts more clearly. You'll feel when your center is strong or when you've given away too much. You'll sense when your thoughts are aligned and when something is pulling you away from your inner axis. This is the real magic. Becoming energetically literate. Developing a subtle awareness of your internal state and learning how to return to coherence again and again. And yet, energy is not just individual. It is relational. Your energy field interacts with others constantly. Just as two musical notes create harmony or dissonance, your field harmonizes or clashes with the fields around you. This is why certain people drain you and others uplift you. Why certain places feel heavy and others feel sacred. To control your energy is also to guard it. not through fear, but through wisdom. Not every connection is nourishing. Not every frequency supports your evolution. Learn to choose where you place your presence. A powerful technique for reclaiming scattered energy is simple grounding. Go barefoot on the earth. Place your hand over your heart. Close your eyes and breathe. Visualize your energy gathering back into you from all the places it was lost, from arguments, overthinking, regrets, or anticipation. Pull it back gently, like drawing golden threads into your center. Do this daily. You'll begin to feel more whole, more alive, more sovereign, because your energy belongs to you. Another method of energetic control is through sound. Chanting, humming, or even silent mantras can shape the vibration of your inner space. Sound harmonizes the field. It is not superstition. It is resonance. Just as music can uplift or disturb, conscious sound can stabilize or elevate your energy. Sacred sounds like Om or So Hum align breath, attention, and intention into a singular flow. In those moments, you are not doing energy work. You are being the energy itself, in rhythm with the pulse of life. At higher stages of spiritual development, energy becomes awareness itself. There is no longer a division between me and my energy. The controller and the controlled become one. You realize that consciousness is not located inside the body. It surrounds it, flows through it, transcends it. In these moments of silence, there is no need to manipulate, protect, or purify. Energy simply is, and you rest in that stillness as a presence that is vast, calm, and luminous. But to reach this place requires a path, a steady path of daily awareness, simple practices, and inner honesty. You don't need to retreat from the world. You need to return to yourself, again and again. When you wake up, take 3 deep breaths before moving. When you feel overwhelmed, pause and place your attention on the breath. When you speak, let your words come from the heart. These small choices are not small. They are currents in the river of your spiritual energy. And as you learn to listen to that river, you will begin to trust it. You'll stop trying to control in the old way, through fear, through ego, through resistance, and instead, you'll enter a new kind of control, one rooted in clarity, intention, and surrender. That is the paradox. True mastery of energy is not holding tighter, but letting go with awareness. Letting go of what blocks the flow. Letting go of what you thought you were, so the energy of who you truly are can rise, like light through water. If this message resonated with you, write in the comments. My energy flows with clarity and purpose. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, like the video, and share it with someone who is ready to awaken their inner power. Because the world doesn't just need more light, it needs more people who know how to carry it. And if you want to go even deeper, explore our videos on the chakra system, breathwork, and the levels of consciousness. Each step reveals more of what you already are, a field of living energy, guided by awareness, rooted in silence. Let the journey continue.